Hello guys, welcome to an episode of Learning the TOEFL the Easy Way with me, Teacher Fish. For today's lesson, we will learn about a reading section question type called Factual Information. This question type is one of the frequently asked questions in the reading section, so it is very important that we know how to answer it correctly. Factual information question requires the test taker to understand facts in a passage. This question asks about a detail, definition, explanation, or other forms of data. Also, remember that the fact that the question often asks is typically found in one part of a passage, sometimes even in one or two sentences. And what does this mean? It means that the test taker does not need to have a comprehensive understanding of the passage to answer a factual information question. Now let's look into some examples of how a factual information question may appear on the test. It may be asked as, according to paragraph blank, which of the following is true of blank? The author's description of blank mentions which of the following. According to paragraph blank, X occurred because. According to paragraph blank, X did Y because. Or according to paragraph blank, Y did X do Y. It is important that you are able to recognize the type of question you are answering in order to make use of the necessary strategies. Now, talking about strategies, here are some tips that you might find helpful in answering factual information questions. First of all, always focus on the facts that are mentioned in the passage. This may sound difficult because most of the passages in the reading section are factual. Yes, that may be true, but remember, factual information questions normally lead you to which paragraph to focus on. And so, answering the question wouldn't be as difficult as it may seem because you just have to focus on a specific paragraph as stated on the question. The second tip would be, do not trust your memory to answer these questions properly. Remember that most passages have a large sum of details. Instead, go back to the paragraph where the question leads you to confirm the information that you need. Next, and probably the most important tip I can give you is, read the answer choices very, very carefully. Answer choices often contain information that is partially correct. However, one or two words, often adverbs such as always, usually, or never, may change the meaning of an answer choice and make it an incorrect statement. Now, for my last tip, remember that answer choices sometimes contain correct information but do not appear anywhere in the passage. This means these answer choices are wrong. Always make sure that the answer choice you select is covered in the passage. So let's try to use the tips I gave you in answering a factual information question. Here is a part of a reading passage. Nowadays, most astronomers agree that the solar system has only 8 planets, whereas once there were 9. Pluto has been removed from that group. Rather than being a planet, Pluto is now a dwarf planet instead. There are several requirements for a celestial body to be considered a dwarf planet. First, it must orbit the Sun and not be the satellite of another body. It must have a roughly spherical shape as well. However, a dwarf planet is not large enough to have a strong gravitational pull. So, it has not cleared other objects from its path. Finally, dwarf planets travel around the Sun in elliptical orbits. At present, there are 3 known dwarf planets. Pluto is one, and Ceres, a massive asteroid found between Mars and Jupiter, is another. Eris, which is even farther from the Sun than Pluto, is the third. Let us try to answer the question. It says, the author's description of dwarf planets mentions which of the following? A. They may be the moons of other planets. B. Their gravity can cause other bodies to move. C. They are always somewhat round in shape. And D. The solar system is thought to have many dwarf planets. If you chose letter C, then you're correct. Let's find out why. Answer choice A is wrong because dwarf planets may not be moons as mentioned in this part of the paragraph, so let's cross that out. Choice B is also incorrect since dwarf planets' gravitational forces are so weak that they cannot make other objects move, as seen again in this part of the paragraph. Answer choice D is also wrong because although the statement may be true, it is not mentioned in the paragraph at all. So this leaves us with only answer choice C. Look at this part of the paragraph again. It mentions that it must have roughly a spherical shape, and as we all know, a sphere is almost a circle, and the statement in C says somewhat round in shape. So this answer choice is correct. Alright guys, that's it for our lesson about a reading section question, factual information. I hope that after our lesson, you would now find it easier to answer factual information questions. Please do not hesitate to ask questions by leaving them on the comment section, and I will do my best to answer them promptly. Remember, the TOEFL is not difficult if you know what to do. I have also uploaded some practice exercises here on my channel for you to sharpen your skills in answering factual information questions. Also, please do not forget to subscribe, press like, and turn on the notification bell so that you'd be informed whenever I upload a new lesson or practice exercises. With that, see you again on the next episode of Learn the TOEFL the Easy Way with Teacher Fish. Have a great day, everyone.